Welcome, Washita County Artisans. Glad to be back with you. I was going to do this out in the sunshine, but things just did not work out that way. A lot of things going on in our area and a lot of racket going on. But this morning, and it is morning here, I wanted to talk to you about something that I've always thought was important. And that's kind of what this vlog is about. Is we talk about the woodworking, we talk about the things here at the ranch. We'll be getting into some gardening one of these days, probably in the spring. But I talked a little bit on another video about having several different types of power available. And I guess that really stems back to my desire to make sure that I can take care of me and mine and others, those around me, those that are close to me. And we have family here in this area, and we have a great extended family that we are a part of. So we want to take care of one another. And there's always serious things happen in this world. And sometimes we need to reach out and do for others. One of the things that we may get into in the future is making sure that we have plenty to eat. Have a garden. If you have, nearly everybody has a place to plant at least a tomato plant. Linda and I have moved some things around this year to where we didn't have the big garden. It's just about more than we can handle just by ourselves, but we'll see how things work out next year. But kind of what I wanted to visit with you about a little bit was all of these guys that are homesteading. And I watch a lot of the videos, especially those that are in our area, that are the local homesteaders. And they're trying to be self-sufficient. They're trying to take care of their families. Some of it is more along the lines of, well, we have a small farm. And if you can get a little acreage, that's a blessing. That's a great thing. But a lot of this goes back with me many years. And I wanted to do this video, number one, just to talk about it, but number two, for my grandchildren. You know, one of the things that our grandchildren, and sadly many times our children, they don't know how to put food by. They don't know how to can. They don't know how to put things even in the freezer. And sadly, a lot of people in our world out there, they go to the grocery store every day and get whatever they're going to have for supper. Now, this about drove Miss L crazy because I was this way. But we always had a garden, if we could, if we were in a place that we had an opportunity. And was always canning things. Back in the 70s, when we got married in the 70s, and we had probably half our place in garden. We had some chickens. We had rabbits. I grew up raising rabbits, so we had rabbits, and we used those to feed our family. And recently I come across a box of books, magazines, I guess you'd call them. And I thought I'd share a little bit of that with you. And this magazine is still in print. They're not paying me to say this. If they want to, they could. You know, because I've been with them since the late 70s, whenever it actually had a beginning. I picked this one up, and I thought it was interesting. It says on the very first line of the cover, this is the book, it says, earn $2,000 a year, spare time selling firewood. Now, if you've had to buy any firewood lately, that doesn't quite match up. But I want you to look at this. Maybe I can get this up here where you can see it. This is the log splitter that they're advocating. And these kind of log splitters work, but the thing is that they were putting it on the rear axle of their vehicle. Now, in today's world, we would understand that might be just a tad dangerous. I tell you what, that might not be too good. One of the other things, as I was kind of just thumbing through this from, I believe this one is issue number 41. And it was expensive. It cost $2. And $2 back in the 70s was a lot of money. And it was probably more than we had to spend on a book, on a magazine, but we did. This one came out in September 1997. But I thought it was interesting. And this is one of the things, I took out this book, and we did a lot of canning. We still do some canning, not as much as we used to. We do put up quite a bit of stuff that we have. We put up our fruit. We've had some fruit this year, not a lot, but we've had fruit. The pears aren't quite ready yet, so when the pears start coming off, we'll be canning those. But we've always done that. We've always had plenty of groceries and plenty of food. And I get inspired by some of these young people. And when I call them young people, some of them are probably middle-aged, so bear with me. But they're out doing this. They're taking care of their families. I know of several here recently who have put up cattle. I know a bunch of them are getting ready to butcher hogs. And it's kind of a crazy thing where people are butchering and all that kind of stuff, and it takes so long ahead just to get into a slaughter plant. Personally, I like to have my animals dispatched and cooled because I don't have any place to do that. And I pick my stuff up carcass. In other words, I pick up the big chunks. Calf, I want 4 pieces. A hog, I want 2 pieces. And it goes on from there. Because I am a meat cutter. I was a meat cutter back many years ago. Made my living doing that. But the thing is, and this is what I want to encourage you guys at, and my grandchildren, learn to do these things. Because if you don't know how to do it, you find yourselves in trouble. If you know how to do it, you can just go do what needs to be done and go on. But learn how to take care of you and your family. I know there's a lot of people right now in one part of our country, and they don't have electricity. And some of the people were talking about on the TV that it may be a month before some of them get electricity back. And I can remember us having ice storms here and people being out of electricity for a month. Well, how are you going to get by? Well, you have to get by relying on yourself and relying on your neighbors, relying on your extended family. And that's kind of what we're working on here too. It's not only are these videos for my grandkids, but I want you to be our extended family and kind of be encouraged to reach out and to do some of these things. A lot of stuff that I was flipping through here the other day, and I was looking at it, and I thought it was interesting. One of the things that it noted on here was, and I talked about this in our last video, was solar heating. And it says here solar heat for $25. And now we have all these big solar panels and all these kind of things, and we here in our area we have a lot of the windmill generators that's out here, big huge things. They're just humongous, and you can see them from where we live, which is great. We need all we can get in every way that we can get it. But prepare yourselves. Learn. And again, you're never too young and you're never too old to learn, to do something. Do not advocate putting a splitter on the back of your automobile, though. I don't advocate that. I have one of these little splitters. It's a small one. It goes on a drill, and it's dangerous enough when it gets hung up. So, but learn how to do things for yourself. This publication is still in print. This was before internet, way before internet. If you got information, you had to buy a magazine or a book. Nowadays, we get on YouTube or we get on the internet and we find what we need. I was talking to one of the girls the other day and I said, how do we do this? And they said, well, just get on YouTube and search it out, or get on the internet and search it out. And so that's what we do today. But do it. You know, we can sit around and hope somebody else is going to take care of us, but they might not. In the world which we live, there's no guarantees about what's going to happen tomorrow. There never has been. So take care of yourself, learn, get out and study. Again, a lot of things here. The solar heating was one of the things that I was interested in many, many years ago, and still interested in. I may go back and reread this. That's why I've got a box of these, a whole box of these books. That's why I kept them. And I know there's been several times when we would move or whatever, somebody said, why don't you just throw those away? Might need it. Might have some information in there that I need. So have a library of these kind of things. I'll try to share with you one of the books that Miss Ella and I have used so many years, and it is entitled Putting Food By. I'll try to do that in the video. But make sure you can take care of you. Put in a little garden. Grow a few things, however you can. Doesn't matter where you live. You can live in the city, you can live in the country, you can live in wherever. But you can grow some food. Make sure you got some food put back. I know I see a lot of these companies that are now selling food that lasts forever, and it'll last a few months. We've always been those that had food put back that it lasts us quite some time, especially just me and Miss L. So do that. Prepare yourself, and that's kind of what I'm after. Prepare yourself. Look at some of these guys that are out here on these homestead videos. They got some good ideas. And it's kind of one of the things that gets me is they're learning. They're out there trying it, and they're out there doing it, and they're learning. And that's part of it. It's just get out there and do it. Don't sit around and wait, well, I'm going to do this. No, learn to do it now. Learn how to figure out to do the things that you need to do. For me, I enjoy our videos together. And hopefully, as we go along, you'll get something out of them. And that's kind of what we're about, is getting something out of the videos that we produce. And it leaves a legacy for my grandkids. And I really got to thinking about that this morning. I got a short video this morning of my little grandson who just turned 2. And he was watching the video of me working on the flags that I just recently uploaded. And he was liking that. I don't know if he got a thing out of it, but he's seen his G-Dad. That's the key factor. So please do something. Try to do whatever you're going to do. I'm going to be getting fall weather. I get the itch to start smoking stuff. A lot of people do it in the summer. I like doing it in the winter. So we'll be doing some bacon and some hams and all that kind of stuff. I might bring you along. We'll have to see. Like I said, I am an old meat cutter. I do know about all that stuff, and we might do it. So please, if you would, and I beg you, share these videos with others. We're really trying to expand these things out into the world to encourage and to uplift folks. If you're on Facebook, we ask you to follow us. And there's a lot of other things on Facebook page that we have over there. That's our woodworking stuff. This here will be coming up in another video. This address thing, I've got some more to do on some others, different styles that we're going to be putting out. Like I said, we're working on the flags. They're coming up. I've got some other projects that we're working on. Hopefully we'll have those started and set up and done here in the near future. But on Facebook, we ask you to share it and follow us. On our YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to us, ring the bell. That way you get notified when we upload another video. Also, leave a little comment. I don't know how all the algorithm things work, but that's what everybody else says, so that's what I'm going to say. So, it's been a blessing to be with you today. And go out and do something today. Learn something new today that'll take care of you and yours. May God bless you. Until we visit again.